Tell them leave me alone. Swimming in my drip, two fishes in the pond. Leave me alone. Tell them leave me alone.
We're gonna do this one the right way. Pisces.
Neon Noir, Ep 9, Double Dealings at the Docks. The rain hadn't let up since sunset, and the city was soaked in neon and suspicion. Down by Pier 17, Bambi Palermo and Christian Zintelli were huddled beneath the awning of a closed-down bait shop, watching the warehouse across the lot. The shipment that was supposed to land there had vanished, and now every eye was on Lou. "You see him?" Christian asked, adjusting the strap on his shoulder holster. "Not yet," Bambi muttered, peeking through a pair of opera glasses she never left home without. "But he's here. He stinks like desperation." Just then, a flash of light flickered across the lot. A sleek car pulled up, black, silent, expensive. From the driver's side emerged Caden, trenchcoat flapping, a flash drive twirling between his fingers like a coin at a craps table. He met Bambi and Christian under the awning. "This little beauty," he said, holding it up, "has everything. The drop, the switch, the whole dirty transaction. Lou's knee-deep." Before Bambi could respond, the creak of a nearby dumpster cut through the storm. From the shadows emerged Gangi, Goku D'Angelo's underboss, calm, composed, and with a presence that made silence loud. "You always make your deals in the rain, Caden?" Gangi asked, stepping into the light. Bambi turned. "Gangi, I was wondering when you'd show up." "I got ears everywhere, sweetheart," Gangi said, "and I hear Lou's been chirping to the wrong birds." Caden handed the flash drive to Gangi. "Then consider this your proof. You want to keep your house in order. Start with your rat." Gangi nodded. "You'll get your reward if this checks out." Christian interrupted. "And if it doesn't?" Gangi smirked. "Then Lou ain't the only one we got to worry about." Suddenly, a fourth voice rang out. "Hope I ain't late to the rain party." Supreme walked in from behind a cargo crate, wiping rain from his shades. "I just came from Goku's compound. He don't know nothing about this drop. Somebody's using his name to run side hustles." That set the whole group quiet. Bambi exhaled. "All right. Caden, you and Christian keep watch on Lou. Gangi, crack that drive and keep it between us. Supreme, I need you to follow the money trail." As the crew dispersed into the shadows, the city pulsed with danger. The players were shifting, alliances were cracking, and at the center of it all was a war that hadn't been declared yet, but was already well underway. The city was cloaked in darkness, the rain drumming a steady rhythm on the pavement as Bambi and Christian navigated the docks. They had just cracked a lead on the stolen shipment, but now a new player was about to enter the game. As they approached the warehouse, the silhouette of FBI agent Caden emerged from the shadows. But he wasn't alone. Beside him stood Agent David Lopez, a familiar face from Bambi's past. The tension in the air was palpable as old feelings and unresolved conflicts resurfaced. "Lopez," Bambi said, her voice a mix of surprise and irritation. "What brings you back into my world?" Lopez gave a half-smile, his eyes locking with hers. "Couldn't stay away, Bambi. We've got some unfinished business, and it looks like our paths are crossing again." Caden cut in, handing Bambi a file. "We've got intel on the D'Angelos and some dirty dealings, but we need all hands on deck. That includes you, Lopez." As they delved into the case, the lines between loyalty and betrayal blurred. Bambi's connection to Lopez added a personal stake, while Christian and Caden worked to unravel the D'Angelos' latest scheme. And in the shadows, meanwhile, across town in a dimly lit motel room, Harlow Blonde sat on the bed, thumbing through a thick manila folder stuffed with surveillance photos. Her brow furrowed as she recognized faces that weren't supposed to be in the same place at the same time. "This ain't just about the drop," she muttered. "Somebody's setting the whole board on fire." Stash stood by the window, peeking through the blinds every few seconds. "You think Trock's mixed up in this?" Harlow didn't answer right away. He knows more than he lets on. Maybe he didn't plan the hijack, but he sure as hell knows who did. Trock, pacing at the foot of the bed, looked like a man chewing on glass. "I told you, I ain't part of this. Lou's the one running his mouth. He was meeting someone off the grid, some slick talker from Jersey I ain't never seen before." Harlow snapped the folder shut. "Then we find out who this slick talker is. If Lou's selling our roots, he's not just a rat. He's a liability." Stash lit a cigarette and nodded. "Let's go stir the pot." As the crew dispersed into the shadows, the city pulsed with danger. The players were shifting, alliances were cracking, and at the center of it all was a war that hadn't been declared yet, but was already well underway. Tune in next week to see what happens on Neon Noir.